Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com. You know, it seems that Andrew Manze's Vaughan Williams cycle has gotten better when he has not been doing symphonies. Doesn't mean the symphonies were bad. They're not, actually, but they've been variable, and he seems more comfortable in other Vaughan Williams music. This is a case in point, because, you know, his last disc, which had the Tallis Fantasia and the Serenade to Music and all that stuff, was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And now we have this one. I don't know if physical product is out yet. I streamed it. I was so interested to hear it based on the excellence of his last release. What it contains is Job, arguably Vaughan Williams' orchestral masterpiece, plus the early ballet Old King Cole, based on folk songs, and The Running Set, another piece based on folk songs. But Job is the big deal here, and this is a gorgeous performance of Job. You know, Job, it's been performed a lot lately, recorded a lot lately, and it usually works pretty well. It is such a masterpiece, such a beautiful, gorgeous exposition of the story in dance. It's a masque, it's a whatever it is, but it's a danced thing. And one of the cool things about this particular performance is that, first of all, the music for Satan sounds really scary. Normally, Satan is kind of jolly. You know, it's a xylophone solo when he first shows up. Do 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 do. You know, there's a Sorcerer's Apprentice quality to it, and but it's supposed to sound menacing too. And here it really, really does. I mean, and the scene of Satan enthroned with when the organ comes in and all that, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Big and huge and scary. And that's what it's supposed to sound like. Manze really gets it. And as for all of the sacred stuff, I mean, we have to remember this is in a way sacred music, or a lot of it is. You know, the sons of morning and God and angels and things are all hopping around. And it has to have that I don't know how to describe it, the powerful serenity that Vaughan Williams built into it. You know, there's energy, and there's this sort of liquid, illuminated quality to the music. And Manze gets that too. He gets it by employing, some very legato phrasing here and there. I mean, there are real musical ways to do it by balancing chords very, very beautifully, by allowing some of the more crunching dissonances and the more serene music to be very poignant and present. I mean, it's just a wonderfully conceived performance. I think it's brilliant conducting. I really do. As good as any out there. And so I am delighted to recommend this recording of Job, and the couplings make the disc even more desirable. Old King Cole is fun. You remember the nursery rhyme, right? Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Well, Vaughan Williams turned this little line into a ballet, and that's the scenario. You've got Old King Cole. You've got an opening tune which matches the words. Maybe it was a folk song. I don't know. But it's dum bum bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum bum bum. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. I mean, the music fits the words. And he calls for his pipe, and he calls for his bowl, and then he calls for his fiddlers three. And you get three violin solos, the middle one of which is absolutely gorgeous. It's Vaughan Williams in his most, beautiful harp and violin, transcendental mode. And it's fun. It's just fun. And then we get the running set. The ballet, by the way, has a part for wordless choir, which is not used here. It's an ad lib. And I can't imagine how it would add anything to it, quite frankly. It's just at the end of sections, all of a sudden the choir comes in moaning on doing something. I see it in the score, and I don't hear it on the recording, so I'm not worried about it, and you shouldn't be either. They're beautiful performances, vividly recorded on Onyx, and I'm really, really happy with the way this series has turned out. I mean, the symphonies I can take or leave, because there are lots of recordings of those. But Job is that's really a big deal. And I expect the conductor and orchestra to understand just how important a work it is and to be at their best. And here they are. They really nail it. And so when this comes out as physical product, you might want to get it that way. I sure want it that way. I already have it on order. You know it's coming, but I couldn't wait. I streamed it, and I'm so happy I did. The Sonics, by the way, are absolutely gorgeous too. First class work, in short. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.